Welcome back to the latest edition of the Jake's Take with Jacob Elyachar Podcast. I'm your host, Jacob Elyachar, the chief content producer and writer of jakestake.com, a pop culture and entertainment news website. It is episode 102, and I've been waiting a long time to bring this guy here to the podcast. I'm so happy he said yes. He's got his start on Survivor, Millennials versus Gen X, where he took home 6th place, should have been in the finals with Adam, and then followed by a season of X on the Beach season 2, where he made his MTV debut. And he's done 2 seasons of The Challenge, Total Madness and Double Agents. And combined, he has over, as of this recording, 29,000 TikTok followers, 45,000 Twitter followers, and 164,000 Instagram followers. I'm one of them. So please help me welcome Jay Starrett.
Woo! Welcome to the Jacob Show. Thank you so much for having me, guys. I really appreciate it. I did my absolute best to get here. I've been on multiple shows just so I could get... What's up, brother?
It is such a privilege to talk with you.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it. And I know that you were talking to me before we went on live about the motivational videos and stuff like that. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for, being one of the followers on the Instagram. I just try my best to make everybody smile a little bit because COVID sucks.
I totally agree. You, no matter what show you're on, Survivor, X on the Beach, or The Challenge, you shine.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
And you're probably one of the people of the CBS people that I truly enjoy having on The Challenge so far.
Oh, thank you so much. That means a lot, considering they've had a lot of different, personalities and people on there. So,
of all the guys that made their debuts on in the 30s, the 5 people that I think, the 5 guys, it's you, it's Paulie, it's Swaggy. It's Steph and also Joss and even, I'm sorry to bring him up, Rogan.
Oh yeah, I agree. No, you don't got to be sorry. I agree. I love Rogan.
Awesome. I'm glad he made up. Especially, I saw the Instagram video, so we'll talk about that thing later on. So let's start with Survivor, Millennials versus Gen X, because it's been 5 years. It's celebrating its 5th anniversary this year. So, how did that Survivor experience help you grow as a person?
Wow, man. So before Survivor, I was just bartending and doing real estate. So I was just making money however I could. And then with Survivor, it changed my life because it put, it gave me like an experience that I'll never be able to feel again. Like it was like such a drug and such an adrenaline rush all at the same time, because it was an amazing just moment of my life where I was like, wow, I'm in front of a bunch of cameras right now. On top of that, like I was chosen out of thousands of people to be able to compete and get to play on the show. And then after that, like feeling the gratefulness of being like, okay, wow, I was chosen. Like, let me give back now. Like, let me perform. Let me do my absolute best that I can on here, because, I was given this opportunity more so than another person. And like, on top of that, they stripped me of all my things, man. So coming back into the real world, I was like, I didn't like water before I went on Survivor. Let's just put it like that. I like preferred drinking like chocolate milk or sodas and stuff like that. After that, I was like, yo, water all the way. I was like, water is the key to life. Then I was so grateful for having a roof over my head that like the moment that I stepped back into my house, I dropped to my knees and I started crying. When I saw my mother, I started crying. I was like, oh my God, we have a home. Like we have a house. How is like people live without these things? And like a home, water, and food, that is the key to life. If you have those 3 things, man, everything else is a blessing after that. But as long as you have those 3 things, if you don't have one of those things, oof, life is rough.
I understand. So I want to talk about your millennial side, because there are 3 people. You, Michaela, and Adam were the central 3 people of the Millennials tribe. And during your time, and from your blindside with Michaela to the building of your friendship with Adam, why do you think fans still reference these moments on Survivor, from the Survivor fan base still references them?
The moment that I had with Adam was a very heartfelt moment. It was about our family, why we were fighting. And most people, the why is the most important thing of everything on earth, I feel like. Why are you doing these things? Why are you creating a podcast? Why are you sharing my story with other people? Like, you're inspiring people in itself. So that's your why, is like, you want to get people to help inspire more, So it's great. So everybody's why is so important. So when I connected with Adam, it was a why of like, why are we doing this? And it was all out of love. It was all out of love and the love of competition at the same time. He loves Survivor more than anyone I can even imagine. Like, out of everyone I've ever met in my life, I think that kid loves Survivor more than anyone on this earth, And for me, I love my family. I love competition so much that, we bonded with the family and with our mothers. And then as far as competition is concerned, Michaela is a savage beast. She is a competitor. She is so smart. She is brilliant. She was my go-to on the island. She was like one of my best friends on the island. When I voted her out, I like, they didn't show, but I cried that night because I just covered myself and just like went to sleep. I felt bad because, I stripped someone of their dream, but at the same time, like, that's the name of the game, is you have to do that or else you're going to get stripped. So to me, I think people resonate with that because it was an aggressive gameplay move. People love gameplay on Survivor. But also they respected it because I looked at her and I told her dead in her face, like, yeah, I did that. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to try to hide it and stay like scared. No, like, hey, I voted you out. I'm a man up. You might punch me in the mouth right now, but I'm going to take it on the chin, and I love you, and I'm sorry. That was that.
All righty. So basically, both Michaela and Adam returned for Game Changers respectively and Winners of War respectively. So a lot of fans really want you, if the Survivor Tribal Gods, I heard that they're restarting filming again, if they had a Second Chances or a Heroes vs. Villains 2, would you be interested in coming back?
Question. If they had a Heroes vs. Villains 2, what would you consider me as?
That I got to say, it's tough because that Michaela blindside really put you on that one. I'm sorry, my friend, because a lot of people said put you on a villain status, but it would be really cool to see you with Dominic on that team in Chaos Cass and Twyla.
Oh, I don't feel bad about it. I don't feel bad about you telling me I'd be a villain. I love hearing that because in my eyes, I'm like, how can I be a villain? But I might be. So who knows? But if the Survivor Tribal Gods called me to go back on Survivor, I would ask the challenge gods if they were if there was a problem, I don't know what I would do. But I do know that if Survivor ever called me and I had the opportunity to go back, I would 110% take that opportunity and go back.
I forgot there's one person I would really love to see you play with because I still consider him one of the best from our generation play. Spencer.
Oh, yeah, Spencer's a man. I like Spencer a lot.
Because it'd be really cool to have you and Spencer on not on that villains team.
Oh, it'd be sick. I would love to play that damn game.
Alrighty, so let's talk about what have been some of the challenges you faced being associated with reality television, and how did you overcome those obstacles?
I don't know. Some of the challenges could be maybe, some people sometimes will think that, oh, you're on TV, you made it. Help me out. Like, you got money, you made it. You're on TV. But at the end of the day, like, we're all working the same way. We're just working in different avenues, So, but besides that, also another thing is just having a lot of your life out there, just giving a lot of you out there and trying to keep some things some things private to yourself. Like, certain things you just want for you. You don't want like for the whole world to know, but at the same time, I don't take any of this as a hassle or toll. Like, I look at it all as a blessing, and I'm more than grateful, and just I'm fucking blessed, man. I get to go on TV and do like some crazy challenges and go fill my adrenaline junkie vibes up and just have like the best time of my life.
Awesome. So sandwich in between Survivor and a challenge is X on the Beach 2. So how did you get on the show?
So X on the Beach 2 ended up coming into – it literally just landed in my lap. I was in Mexico. I was living in Florida. I told Adam, let's go to Mexico. We were on our way to Cabo. We got to Cabo. Adam got a call. He's like, hey, X on the Beach is calling. I was like, what? Damn, I wish MTV would call me like they called Adam. What's going on? And then the next thing I know, they called me the next day. And they're like, hey, we'd love to have you on X on the Beach. Or they didn't even tell me it was X on the Beach. They were like, oh, we'd love to have you on an MTV show. We're not going to tell you what it is. It's a love show. Would you be interested? And I was like, I've always wanted to compete on the challenge. If I get into the MTV family and I make a name for myself, hopefully they can call me and give me a chance to get on the challenge. Down. Whatever it is, let's go. Then the next thing I know, I find out I'm with Morgan in Malibu on the X on the Beach too. And I'm like, oh my God, what did I sign up for? This is not a competition show. This is strictly love and lots of alcohol. So it was like, all right, let's go party.
All right. So during the reunion, I was watching it the other day. It was the lie detector test, which revealed that she lied to you about cheating on you with Johnny Bananas. Mm-hmm. So did you think the lie detector test was too much? And were you worried that if you made it onto the challenge, that Bananas would instantly target you because you embarrassed Morgan since you called out Morgan in front of the national audience?
I don't think it was too much because I asked her before I even pulled the lie detector out. I said, tell the truth. Just tell the truth right now and you'll be all right. Just man up to the things that you got to do. And if I manned up to Michaela, man up. If you did something wrong, you just man up. That's it. And then you're good. I would have been like, all right, cool, done. Scrap it. But, didn't want to scrap it. So I did what I had to do. So, and then the next thing you know, Johnny Bananas dating Morgan. And, if he comes for me for that, I have no problem with him at all. I never had a problem with him. I never even knew him. I never met him. So it's not his fault if she decides to go somewhere else. It's not his fault or my fault if, any bad blood is comes up from between me and Morgan. So at the end of the day, if he wants to take that, if he ever wanted to take that route, it would be a petty route. It wouldn't even be justified. It would be stupid because the fight isn't between me and him at all. So when I met him on my first season, I literally walked up to him and shook his hand. I was like, what's up, man? I know you're dating my ex. It's probably fucking weird, but sorry, I'm not going to curse. It's probably weird. And at the same time, I'm cool with you if you're cool with me. Sure, it didn't help because I'm sure behind the scenes it was a lot of politicking, got to get this guy out. But at the end of the day, it's it's a game, man. You just go with the flow and try to do your absolute best until Rogan knocks you out.
Oh God, tell me about that because the internet was on fire when that happened. So we'll get to that fire soon. But however, we got to talk to you about that call you got from the Challenge Gods. Because what was your reaction like when they said, it's time do you want to come on the challenge?
Oh my God. Let's just say I was in the gym training and I got the call midway through. I was on the bicycle actually just getting my cardio and midway through, I'm pedaling, I'm training. I'm like, hopefully one day they'll call, get a phone call and they're like, hey, this is the challenge. And I was like, what? No way, dude. This isn't it. No way. Somebody's messing with me. No way. They're like, yeah, this is it. Why didn't you answer the emails that we've been sending you? And I was like, what? What are you talking about? And they had my email wrong. I guess I typed it wrong or something. And I was like, oh my God. I hung up the phone. I called my family immediately and I was like, I get to play the challenge. They called me. I get to go on the challenge right now. And they're like, what? You did it. Your dream came true. Congratulations. And my sister's like, oh, brother, I'm not surprised. You always get you do what you want and you get what you want because you put in the work. And I was fucking crying, man. I was like, oh my God, I'm going on the challenge. The adrenaline hit,
Awesome. We got to talk about Total Men's.
Okay.
So you have so basically, let's start off with your journey. So you were sent to the elimination game 3 times, which the fan base was pissed off because they kept sending you in. I'm like, come on, guys, let other people go in. Let Jay have a safety. I kind of wish that the Red Skull Twist if you got 2, that was an extra life.
Oh, I would have loved that, but I don't think it would have helped me considering the 3rd one, I lost my brain.
I know. So, but however, we got to talk about that CT one because I think that cemented your status as a fan favorite immediately.
Oh, thank you.
So what was your reaction like when you hit it first and they were all in shock that you knocked out CT?
My reaction?
No, your reaction and then watching people go freak out that you took out CT.
Oh, it's probably such a great feeling. It's such a great feeling because when we both entered into the bunkers, I didn't know whose light went off first because I saw him go in at the same time that I went in, and I was like, did I hit the button? Am I eliminated? But I was like, I think I got it. I hit the button, and I come out, and then just to see everybody's face was like straight awe. Some are pale face. Some are just like, other people are like, oh my God. And I'm like, I won. That should say right there that I won. And I turn around, I look at his bunker, there's no light on. Look at mine, the light is on. And I'm like, I won. I beat CT. Oh my God. Hell yeah, I beat CT. And it was just like the most overwhelming, awesome experience because, CT's a huge name in the challenge game. He's a monster. Like that dude is undefeatable. Like he's the man, So to go into my first season, it was just like, experience after experience after experience of overwhelming just like joy and excitement because like first I get the call, then I beat Asaf, then I go against CT, then I have the honor of even going against CT. Like to me, it's an honorable act because like it's CT from the challenge, like, and you get to go and compete against him in his own game. Like this is his game. It's not my game, but, pulled out the win. I found out it was my game.
I was so happy for you when you did that because I spoke with Bailey and Swaggy last year, and they said that they would throw in Nelson against you because they were ticked at them if CT decided not to go down there.
Wait, they wanted to do what?
They wanted to send Nelson down there at the time because they were ticked with him.
No way.
And guys, if you guys can listen to the episode 26, I believe. And wow. Bailey, Swaggy, please don't kill me if I get that detail wrong.
Oh, you're fine.
Alrighty. So, because I told them at the time when 35 hit of the rookies, you both Swaley and you were my top 3.
Hands down. That's awesome. Thank you so much.
Alrighty. So we got to talk about that Rogan roughhouse. So what was your reaction when fans rallied behind you and denounced Rogan after that episode aired?
I think they were behind me because they threw me down every single elimination. So the house vote was always me every time. Even the first time it was supposed to be me, but Anissa helped me out of it. But yeah, I think they just all had my back because they were like, man, this kid keeps fighting. They keep throwing him down. He's not stopping. He keeps coming back in. So when Rogan did that, it's part of the game. So for them, for anyone watching, if I was a fan, I'd be like, damn, bro, he had to do him like that. Like he already went down twice, proved himself twice. And like, you had to do it like that. But, I don't know. For fans, just all I got to say is thank you. Just, you guys love me and appreciate me and show me support all the time. So thank you. To Rogan, I mean, I would have been pissed too if someone kissed my chick.
You did believe me. I got to say though, Rogan and you, like I was watching your Instagram lives together. You guys have instant chemistry like that. And also I got to say, I believe your friend David was on that live that you brought him in when you were like at the end when he had after your final exit. Oh
yeah. I went on live with Rogan and it is what it is with Rogan. We're cool, man. That's the sport. He's a rugby player. He's played like contact sport like football and rugby, all that his whole life. So to him, like, I'm sure he's been knocked out hundreds of times. And then he even made like a video after that where he got knocked into some like ping pong table and got destroyed. And I laughed. I thought it was hilarious. And I was like, you didn't have to do all that, bro. Like, it is what it is. But yeah, I mean, he's got like 50 pounds on me. So it's no surprise I'm going to get rocked pretty good.
Yeah, and a lot of the fans kind of turned on him nasty, because I remember Joss telling me when I talked with him last year that he was like, they were savage about what he did to you, what they did to you. Do you think there's a fine line between this challenge fandom, between like cheering people on to bullying them?
I think at the end of the day, you know, a lot of people can look at us as characters instead of humans. So, you know, humans have flaws. Humans make mistakes. Humans do things, whereas characters is a fictionalized, you know, depiction of what you want or what you believe on the screen to be. So when you watch the show, always take it with like, you know, a grain of salt. Like, some people are just doing what they think is best for their game. And sometimes, you know, emotions get out of hand and some people take things too far. But, you know, it's one thing to have someone's back, but it's another thing to bully other people. So don't bully or hurt anyone else. There's no reason for that. If they're already bullying, just, you know, put them in their place, but don't bully on top of the bullying, because then it doesn't resolve anything. So I don't know, just show love and respect. Everyone's a player, you know, people do dumb stuff. So just forgive and just let it go. It's go on to the next. Wait for the next season. I'm sure you'll get something else to be pissed about.
Alrighty, so total double agents, because you were actually a central part of not one, but two departing cast members' farewell seasons. You were partnered with Teresa, who announced her final season at the end of her elimination, and you also said, Leroy defeated you in a very close, super close game of Fire Escape. And said earlier to the audience that this was his final season. So what does it mean to you as a player? Because you were very instrumental in both their storylines.
I mean, hopefully I'm not like cursed or something where if you go against me, it's your final season ever. I mean, it would be true if CT didn't come back. Because then Rogan hasn't come back yet. Asaf hasn't come back yet. That'd be pretty cool. Anyways, at the end of the day, Teresa was a great partner. Strong woman. A lot of people, you know, can put hate on her or say whatever they want, but at the end of the day, she's a beast. She deserves to be there. She's an OG. She will always have the respect from all the fans and from everyone because she's paved her way the way she's supposed to, you know? And for Leroy, same thing goes for him. He's a beast. He's been there for 12 seasons now. He hasn't pulled out a win yet. Maybe in this season, you don't know. Or what is it? This is his 12th season? So, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's been 11 seasons, hasn't pulled out a win. He might pull it out this time. You don't know. I don't know because I wanted to make sure. I told everyone, I was like, yo, don't spoil me. Don't spoil me. I don't want to know. I love watching this as a fan. So, you know, Leroy could pull it out. And if he pulls out the win on this one, he is the stud of studs. Like, he's the king, bro, because he's gone this long. He's an OG monster, and he deserves what he deserves. And, you know, he beat me, so sucks. But I lost to another champion, you know. I lost to a savage. I lost to a warrior because, like, if I would have lost to CT, I lost to a champion. You know, he's an OG. That's a person that if you lose to, you're going to have respect because no matter what, you're losing to, you know, one of the best. Leroy, one of the best. So if I lost to Leroy, hey, man, I lost to Leroy. Like, I can't be hard on myself. I lost to him in his own elimination. Last time he did this was against Johnny Bananas. Johnny Bananas didn't even have the chance to go because Nani came back. And by the time Nani came back, Leroy's already done. That was absolutely insane. So seeing that challenge come up there, I'm like, yo, man, it has to be Leroy tonight. I don't want anyone else. I do want to go against him because if I can beat the best at his own game, well, then I'm going to be hyped again.
I think you handled the situation great. Plus, you walked away with $6,000.
Truth with the mini final, baby.
And prove that you could be a very force to be reckoned with if eventually, because I know you will happen, if the challenge gods invite you back, you're getting closer and closer to making to halfway point. And then eventually I could see you in the final.
Jacob, I hope so. Thank you. If they invite me back and I ever make it to the final, I'm telling everybody you already know, I'm not going to stop even if my legs fall off. Like, I'm going to crawl if it takes what it takes, because I'm going to go all the way. So no one wants to see me in the final, because I'm not going to give up. So the same way they did me on Survivor, they prevented me from getting to a final. It's a smart tactic, because if I make it in that final, I'm going to win this shit.
And believe me, I would love to see you. Like, I kind of wish to see you. Like, have you thought about saying, I played with Bananas, I played with Wes, I played with Jordan, I played with Anissa, I played with CT, I played with I played with Teresa and Darrell. Like, have you thought, like, saying, I wish, like, so-and-so, like, for example, like a Pauly or a Cara Maria were on the season so I can play with them, or, like, say about another one, like a Derek K.
Oh, I would love to play.
Who you want to play against with?
I would love to play with Pauly or Cara. Cara's a staple in the show. I'd love to play with Derek K, another monster. I was on his podcast. I love that dude. That dude is a beast. I watched him growing, watched him walk throughout all the seasons of the challenge. I was like, yo, man, Derek K is a beast. Did you see what he did against Joss Mooney? Did you see what he did against, like, Cyrus when he flipped him over him? That dude had like 50 pounds on him. I'm like, yo, that guy's an animal. So if I ever had to go against Derek, that would be stressful.
It'd be like fighting Rogan again. It'd be like going up against Rogan again, right?
Maybe worse. Derek is his own kind of Tasmanian. He's a Tasmanian devil, that dude.
He is such a really good, and I think he blends it perfectly between the old school and the OGs and a new generation.
Mm-hmm. He's what everyone wishes that they could be still, I think.
Absolutely. Now, I have a little game I want to play with you.
All right.
So, as you know, there's a little popular format called Rivals that a challenge does.
Never heard of it.
All right, so there are 5 potential partners I have for you. And I would love for you, hypothetically, if you wanted to rank from who you want the most to the least. The 5 people I have for you: Michaela, Morgan, Rogan, CT, and since she said Karma on your elimination night, Ashley Millionaire Mitchell.
Oof. To play against or play with as a partner?
Play with. It's Rivals.
Oh, shit. Oh, that'd be great. Start off, easy pick, CT. Easy pick. He's a winner. Mm-hmm. He knows how to win. He's a beast. Second, another winner, because they know how to win. So they would help me get there. Rogan.
Mm-hmm.
Third winner, Ashley Mitchell, because I would need a girl partner, and I love Ashley. She's the best. The only reason that we eliminated her was because she got second place in the mini final, and I was like, I'm going to monopolize the women, have the best partner, and run the final, and be straight. What I didn't think about was, you're not even halfway, Jay. Calm down. So I had CT, Rogan, Ashley, and who's Michaela, and who was the last one?
Morgan.
Oh, then Michaela.
Mm-hmm.
And then Morgan.
Okay. That's because I think you hit the gamut, because I thought of those 5 people off the top of my head.
Yeah, those are great. Those are great choices. But I would choose the 3 first, because they're all winners and they know how to play. Michaela, she is a winner in the making. Mm-hmm. And Morgan, she's going to be a lot of drama. I think we'd get along. She's great.
Brittany and Chuck drama?
Possibly. I mean, she's she's a great athlete, but I mean, I'm sure we're not going to see eye to eye on a lot of things. And if Banana sees us working together, he ain't going to be too happy. So,
all righty, my friend. So you are the first representative of U.S. Survivor to come on this show, because we got to give King Turbo credit, because he brought the Survivor. He kicked the door open for every Survivor. Facts. And now with Natalie Anderson in the house, and she was on the show briefly, who else from your show do you want to see compete? Because, man, you need some allies.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Michaela's a great choice. You've already talked about her. Michelle Fitzgerald. Taylor, my boy from my season. Oh, I pulled a TikTok prank on a bunch of survivors last week, and I was talking to Chris Hammonds because I called him back after the prank. And Chris was like, Jay, if they ever need the oldest rookie to compete, you know, I'm there. I'd love to go in a hall brawl against one of them boys. And I was like, oh my God, Chris Hammonds in a hall brawl would be amazing. But he'd be the oldest rookie ever. I mean, there's so many names, man. Survivor's filled.
Sydney, a lot of people have been asking for Sydney.
Sydney is a great competitor as well. And she's strong. So.
And then I got to say Cole as well.
Oh, Cole. I mean, yeah, that's my boy. He's shredded. He's huge.
I kind of said in one of your chats that said when Rogan was like, you're saying that he has a Joss, Jay has a Cole.
I do have a Cole. So Cole be a great pick. He's also very strong. And he can eat as much as he wants on the challenge. Because on Survivor,
absolutely.
That's his downfall.
That disgusting, awful barfing, because I saw, as of this recording, they released the halfway point, and we saw Corey lose his lunch.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. So on the preview, Corey throws up. It literally comes up straight, and I was like, oh, man, I wonder what they're eating.
Yeah, all righty. So you actually teamed up and collaborated, because this is because I love music. You collaborated with Joseph Allen and Leo Rush for their first single, Stone Cold. So how did that collaboration come about?
So that actually started because of me. So what happened was Joseph hit me up and he's like, hey, man, I'm coming to LA. I'd love to learn how to skimboard. I was like, all right, down. And then I said, hey, while you're coming, I actually just released a song with my friend Jalen from TikTok on Jalen's page. And I was like the chorus for it. I would love for you to hop on a track with me. I'm going to have the beat ready. I'll have everything set up, the studio, everything. And, I want you to jump on the song with me. And he's like, oh, I'm down. And then I said, all right, dope. And then he goes, but I also told Leo I was going to make a song with him. And I was like, oh, that'd be sick. Okay, tell Leo to come to the studio too, and I'll put you both on the song. And then, he hit up Leo. Leo hit us up. We all got in a group chat, and then we decided on the day. I got the song. I got the beat together from my producer, and then next thing you know, we're in the studio all together having a ball. And then right as soon as the song was done being written, we were like, it was like 1 a.m. and we're like, all right, let's wake up at 6 a.m. and shoot the music video and be done with this. And luckily, Joseph's friend was there, and he was like, yeah, I'm down to shoot it. So the next day, we got up 6 a.m., shot the video, and within 24 hours, we had a song done and shot. So it was great. It's a quick turnover. It was great.
It's a great song, guys. You got to check it out. So I got to talk to you about Stay Loco, your iconic brand. I think it stands out. Guys, if you're listening to the audio version, he's showcasing his Stay Local sweatshirt. It's an incredible. I got to say, of all the reality star brands, I got to say, you're definitely one of our generation. You're definitely on the top.
Oh, thank you so much. Wow, that means so much to me. Thank you.
Yeah, I think it's hard, but however, you have to compete against Joss and Tangela.
Yeah, Joss's brand label is beautiful. Like, it's very beautiful, high end. Like, it's done very well. I'm just trying to do my thing while he's doing his thing. I'm not going on his route, but he's crushing it. So shout out to him.
I totally agree. So let's talk. So how does it stand? How does the Stay Local brand? I would love to hear the origin story of it.
So Stay Loco started. I'm originally from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. So it was me and my friend. We had a little group together, and then our slogan was always Stay Loco. So one day I called him up after Survivor, and I was like, "Yo, man, I'm gonna put Stay Loco on everything." He's like, "Yeah, cool." And then I hit him up after, and I was like, "Hey, man, I'd love for Stay Loco to grow, and I want to create it into like a clothing line. I think it'd be great for like, little skater kids, groms, and like, people who surf. Like it's just like, this looks like Josh Mooney ain't gonna wear this. You know what I'm saying? Because this is like all skatery. This is just the way, like a surfer vibe, So I wanted to create like another Billabong or another Hurley, but I didn't want it to be just based off of like, hey, you're buying Jay's stuff. Like I don't want to just put Jay on a hat. You know what I'm saying? Like I could put Jay Bird or Jay's Bays or whatever, and that'd be like another merch brand where someone's just trying to get money real quick, flip. But I actually want to create a brand that meant something. So I asked my friend, I was like, "Hey man, I'm gonna make Stay Local brand." He's like, "Yeah man, take it. Blow it up. You'll blow it up bigger than I can. I'm not doing nothing with it. It's dead." So I was like, cool. So now that I blowed it up, it always reminds me of home, but at the same time, it's Stay Loco means, so loco means crazy in Spanish. Everyone should know that, hopefully, by this time. But Stay Loco means stay your crazy, stay yourself, be the person who you were born to be the person that you want to be. Don't hurt anybody, but do whatever the hell you want. Continue staying your crazy, because at the end of the day, everyone's going to tell you whatever they think is right. But what truly matters is what you believe is right. That's why you're here on this earth, is to experience the experiences that you were meant to experience. So stay your crazy, stay your way, be yourself, smile real big, and love fucking everybody, and don't hurt nobody. But at the same time, do whatever the hell you want. Just don't hurt nobody.
Amen to that. So I got to give you credit for guys. For those of you who don't have the opportunity to see Jay's social media, he and a majority of his posts have been created by his friend Brian Cleavesy. I got to give him a shout out because Brian has done a phenomenal work helping you grow that channel.
Oh, Brian's photography skills are on point. And literally, I met him. He walked into my house one day with another friend of mine. I didn't even know him. Walks in my house and I'm like, "What's up, man? Who are you?" And he's like, "Oh, this guy, blah, blah, I'm Brian. Nice to meet you." And I'm like, "Cool. What do you do?" He's like, "I'm a photographer. I just moved to LA. This is my dream." And I was like, "What? All right." And he's like, "You want to shoot sometime?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm totally down." So we made an LRG video for new LRG clothing. LRG shipped me like a package, and he absolutely crushed it. I saw the work and I was like, "Wow, man, this guy's really good. And if I can help him get bigger and he can help me get bigger, then we're unstoppable together." So I praised him and I told him, I was like, "Hey man, I'm going to do whatever it takes to help you out. I'll connect you with more influencers. I'll connect you with whoever you need, And at the end of the day, now I can literally yell for him because he's living across the hall right next to me. He's my roommate now and I love him. And, he's a good dude. So shout out to him because, he crushes all the photos and all the editing, and he's just doing his thing, man. This is what he wants. So if anyone's looking for a videographer or photographer, hit up Brian Cleblessi. That's what I always call him. And he'll help you out. But it costs money. He's not free. He don't work for free.
I know. I want to give him a shout out on this podcast because I have complimented him every single time on your Instagram.
Oh, thank you so much. Do you want me to hit him up for you right now?
I will. How about after our conversation?
Deal.
Alrighty. So since we got to start wrapping up our conversation, we got to talk about social media platforms. So you're on Facebook, you're on IG, Twitter, TikTok. You just started YouTube.
Yes, sir.
I just subscribed.
Yes.
Thank you. What social media stand out? Because you have mastered Instagram so well and your TikTok is growing. So what is the perfect social media post in your humble opinion?
Authenticity. Anything authentic. Just be yourself. That's it. People are going to love you for you. And, not everyone's going to love you. And whoever does love you, great, fantastic. Bless them and motivate them and inspire them and be your authentic self, or do whatever it is that made them follow you in the first place. And then if they hate you, great, awesome. Enjoy whatever you like. Go watch whatever you want.
Okay, so Survivor just started. There's been news out that Survivor just finally relaunched filming, and now with the audition there's 41 and 42. So if you had the opportunity to meet with Survivor fans who want to audition for 43 and so on, what advice would you share with them?
The same exact thing that I said for social media. Be authentic. Be your authentic self as much as humanly possible. Don't try to be a character that you think that they want. Don't try to be a character version of what you think you are. Like, just get on the screen, portray who you really are, because that's what's going to come out on there. And they're looking, and they know if you're being fake or if you're being real. And if you're being real, they're going to recognize it, and they'll be like, all right, he's not going to change character 2 weeks in when he's actually starving, hungry, lonely, and, maybe without an alliance on the island. So just be you.
Awesome. Now, where can I connect with you on social media? That's number one. Number two, how can I help the Stay Local brand?
Oh, wow. Number one, connect with me at JQSK, right there, JQSKIM. That's on Instagram. And then you can literally find every single thing either through my Instagram on the link tree in the website on the bio, or you could just go to jaystarrett.com, and at jaystarrett.com opens the door to YouTube, the cameos, the Instagrams, the Twitters, everything. So at JQSkim or stayloco.com, or not com, stayloco.co, or jaystarrett.com, and all of that is there. So just go jaystarrett.com and you'll find your home. If you want anything to do with me, jaystarrett.com.
Alrighty, guys. To download more episodes of the Jake's Take with Jacob Elyachar podcast, head to Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and Spreaker. Once again, just type in Jake's Take with Jacob Elyachar, JACOBELYACHAR. You can also, are you on social media? Because I'm on social media too. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube are the best ways to track me down. Jacob Elyachar, JACOBELYACHAR. Jakes-take.com is celebrating its 10th anniversary, Jay. The Jacob Elyachar brand is celebrating 10 years this year. So find articles, including my articles with my interviews with Adam, with Rob, with Ethan, with Paulie, with Joss, and even Morgan. Head to jakes-take.com. Jay, I am so thrilled to finally have a conversation with you. Thank you so much for taking time out of your schedule to talk with me today.
Hey, thank you so much for having me on your podcast, man. And I appreciate every single second of this. And thank you for all the love and support that you do through the social media. So you're the man.
Awesome, guys. Until next time, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening, and have a fabulous day.